Hi, me again. What do you guys think? That was something, wasn't it? Let's hear it for the actors. Come on, guys. So at this time, again, I want to thank each and every one of you in this room. This is a very special time for us. This is a time, this convention, a lot of us finally get to see people we haven't seen because of everything that happened in this world. But we're all here, we're all one big family, and we love seeing you every year. Now, before I go ahead and introduce the man who put this all together, some of you call him Eric, some of you call him Lord Bobbins. I get to call him Dad. So please, without further ado, I would love to welcome the man of the hour, the one who brings us together every year for the last 12 years. Please help me welcome Lord Bobbins.
I just want to thank the cast who worked very hard. We had a lot of problems, COVID. So if we can, just clap for them again, so they know how much we appreciate it. The set you see was made by my partner down in Arkansas. He couldn't make it up. He's been busy working, and he wanted to, and he's like, I can't, I gotta be down here in Arkansas working. So, but he sent all the art, he designed it based on Edward Gorey, and then did everything for us. So, Brian Arndt, I want to thank you. And a ton of people. This year was, of course, we tried to get back on track. And of course, we're not quite on track yet. People still get sick. And there's RSV and STP and everything else going around. So, what are we gonna do? But I want to start with this. Most conventions had about 300 to 350 people per. And we knew we had over 300 for pre-registration last year, which was fine. The issue was how many would we get this year? Because we started out with basically 22 online. And we thought, well, we can probably get to about 400, maybe 5 if we're lucky. Ticket Leap said, on average, every convention they had was getting 50 to 52%, period. There were no exceptions. That meant if you were 1,000, you'd have 500. If you were 2,000, you had 1,000. And that was it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. Then they did some numbers for me. They were crunching to see what other conventions like us were. And I didn't know this, but we're used as a litmus test because we're one of the most successful conventions in the United States. And one of the guys told me, he said, we're now projecting you to hit 65 to 70%. And I said, you really think we can do that? He goes, you're gonna see a crunch in the last 5 to 6 weeks. Now, they use logarithms, I don't understand, so whatever. And yet, nothing happened. Then all of a sudden, bam, a lot of you went, screw it, we're going to TeslaCon again this year. And guess what happened? So I don't know the final number for now. I mean, we'll know the final number on Sunday. But I think right now we've exceeded over 800 because this room's seating quite a bit. There are still people coming on Saturday, and we will see what happens. So my hope is if we can hit 900 or a little over, that means we beat all projections. And in a year that was supposed to be sort of off, we still made it. I want to thank our one guest of honor, Carolina. Are you here? Carolina? There she is. Come here, honey. Come here. I want to thank her for flying up through a hurricane to get here. So please stop and talk to her. She has some books to sell. It's a really good book. But I really want to thank Eduardo Costel for helping. Where are you? There he is. Wave. Okay. He's the one that helped me find her, get things done, and has been helping me on the website so much. So thank you, dear, so much.
And to you, Eric, I mean, this is my first time at TeslaCon, and to come here and see so many of you, I am in awe of, I know you're saying this is a smaller version, I can't even imagine a bigger version of this. I'm here for a very short time, but it has been amazing and incredible, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's the TeslaCon effect. It's funny, because I found out, technically, we do have legal rights to TeslaCon, even though the guy who owns Twitter started one. I have it longer and have legal standing. You don't know how many emails I get going, why aren't there car panels here? I'm like, because I don't tweet. But anyway, some fun stuff. So this year I tried some changes. COVID still made a dent in us, I'm going to admit. The cast has had it. A lot of other people have had it. People have just been ill. You know I have been ill, quite ill. Normally when I'm working 12 to 14 hour days, I've been cut back to 6 to 8, which doesn't seem bad, but considering I have to lay down for 2 hours every afternoon, I only could get so much done. So this fall was hard, and I don't want you to think I didn't listen or try to see things, but there's only so much I could do in a 24-hour period. Next week I go in and hopefully we'll have my surgery. And I'm hoping I can walk better and have better circulation and I get rid of my blood clots. So with all hope, I'll be just fine on the mend by end of December. And things will be back to normal with me working 24/7. Everyone's saying, you need a rest. And I'm like, I don't know how to rest. I don't. I hope you're enjoying the theme. It isn't meant to be gross or gory, it's meant to be goofy and spooky, if that makes sense. But of course I have a giant 12-foot spider out in the main lobby. And for everyone going, I don't like spiders, there's 45 people going, oh my God, I want to have a picture with him! And I'm like, okay, whatever. So, yeah. It's interesting. It's been an interesting ride. This year is different because we're slowly moving towards a different type of thing. And it's hard to see how everything sort of comes together, even for me, because it's like a freight train. I sort of let the wheels go at the beginning and it just keeps going downhill really fast till it comes uphill again, and by then it's going very, very fast and there's no way I can stop it. Someone made a comment, it was on Sunday night to me. They said, well, it's okay, it hasn't started yet. And I laughed. The train's left the damn station. It's coming if I like it or not. Because there, Tuesday, I'm in Madison. I'm like, there it starts, right there. There it starts. So, whatever, I'm okay. But we're moving towards some new stuff. And Eduardo was very helpful this year, especially with the website, a beautiful website. Let's give him the applause for that. He did not flinch once. I'd go, this needs to be changed. I'll get to it. I'd get to it, and he would get right to it. And I have the designs for the new one. Brian is working on stuff also for it. But next year's gonna be a little different. It's going to be a different story and a different way we do things, and a little more, the approach is going to be a little different. And how many are excited about next year's theme? You like it? We've never done a warm climate. And I'm proud to say Heath Howes will be back. He's very excited about it. He's like, what do you want me to sound like? And I told him, and he goes, oh, okay. How many have ever seen the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World? Okay? Do you remember Terry Thomas? Oh, great! God, that looks exciting. I think we ought to dig it up. Well, that's what he's gonna be like. And he goes, you really want over the top? I said, oh no, you're going right over the moon. I want it bizarre as hell. And we're gonna try something different. I've learned over the last 12 years, actually 14, if you think about it, yeah, 14. We started the party, and we actually did it. Of course, then we had the year of no con. Yeah, I know, it was crappy. I do want to bring up one thing. We had a friend who recently died, Kathy Rasmussen. And she was the one who contacted me and said, early enough, she said, Eric, I will explain why you can't have it this year. And I said, well, you think there's hope? And she goes, no, and I'm going to share the CDC numbers with you. You can't have it. And she's the one that convinced me. So, she helped me last year with some stuff to make it safe. And she reviewed it with about 4 other doctors I have and several nurses, and we decided to try it. We didn't have one transmission of COVID as far as I know last year. Afterwards at the airport, my fault, but we're okay. So when she died last week, it was pretty tough. We weren't expecting that. And I had the Dias de los Muertos dinner tonight because I thought it would be good to celebrate some of these people, to think about them for a moment and try to remember what they meant to us. We've all lost people in the last few years. It's been rough. And I'm hoping this convention sort of is a cathartic cleansing for us. In a fun, goofy, spooky way. It's okay. You can talk to the ghosts and you can have fun. And I wanted you to have fun before we start the new stuff. I'm going to be introducing a new ticket tomorrow. It's called the add-on ticket, and it's the reason why is you add it on to your ticket. We expect there's only going to be about 65 people, maybe, to do it. It's $40. The reason we have to charge for it is because of what happens. You've all met Tony. Tony, where are you? Tony? Tony, where are you? There he is, over there. Tony's my builder. He finishes my house for me bit by bit as I decide to add on. And he's going to help me build it. Travis, where are you? Is he here? Or he left already? Travis Everett's, his son Everett was in the show. He's going to be helping us CNC parts. We are going to literally create a pharaoh's burial chamber. Where the evil garden is. Where else would you put it? It's going to be costly. It's going to have to be large. All the walls are going to be carved. With the CNC machine, we have to go in, we have to paint, texture, everything. A sarcophagus, a map room, and then the big surprise on Sunday. The ticket holders are going to be joining something called, I got to pull it out. Where's Dr. Gus? Where's that crazy guy? Wave. Is he in the back there? Here it is, the badge. The TEAS Society. The TeslaCon Explorers and Adventurers Society. TEAS. And it's something new Gus and I came up with. He had an idea and we ran with it for 3 hours on a phone call one day, 3 weeks ago. And he's like, we can't really do too much, there's not enough time. Of course, he already produces the pins. And The idea is to expand steampunk a little for people. Not just the stories we have, but in other ways throughout the year. So it's sort of like joining National Geographic. You're gonna get your little pin, you're gonna get your little welcome letter, your membership card, all that comes in March, and then we're gonna do stuff, we're gonna create a page, and there'll be a part of the website that tells you more. And then when you get here, the thing is, it's an escape room. And Heath becomes a very, very cheesy host, along with animatronic animals, such as birds, a very smart-ass little bird, much like a tiki bird, but with a little foul mouth. And I want to thank Frank Outer Sky. Where is Frank? Where are you, Frank? Is he here? There he is, for donating him. Everyone clap for Frank. It was a beautiful gesture. I have to get the right people to build him, but this all costs money, folks. I'm gonna admit it. It's gonna cost about $4,000 to $5,000 to build this room, just the room. But the way it works is you have your teams, you can pick your teams from 2 to 6 people, doesn't matter, and you go through the weekend, and it's other people will be able to see the room, don't worry, you'll all see it. But you get to participate in the story if you do it, and there's an adventure all weekend. It's a hunt. So it's not just the room, but the entire hotel becomes part of it. We've been working on this already. Brett King, Gustav Danielson will talk about it tomorrow morning, and he'll explain more about it. But I wanted to just give you sort of a preview why it is what it is, what we're doing, and it's to help us do other things. We can't just keep doing one story. We're going to do multiples now. And we're going to do fun things like a tiki room next year for parties. Why? Because it's just freaking wonderful. And seeing Heath going, oh my, tiki, and the parrot going, shut up, Professor, shut up. I just think it'd be great. But we're talking about, I have a friend from Nepal. I'm having her and her husband to lunch in a couple weeks. And we're going to talk about some ideas for that for a storyline. So there's lots of fun little things. I'm trying to bring some culture, more than just a 8 ounce of yogurt. You like that? And that's a TeslaCon euphemism. You have as much culture as yogurt. But, whatever. So when you start going, I don't get all the tickets, that's what they are. Added things for next year, the VIPs. We do have the dolls, we will have the dolls. I'll be sending them to the VIPs. I just made to make sure we get your addresses, that's all. Everything was a little slow. We had COVID again. But you got your coffins to put her in, Grandma. But next year we're gonna try something new. Brian wants to design more stuff. And he's done the posters and that in the past. He's gonna do more travel posters. He's gonna also create an oracle deck, all based on adventure for the Tea Society. So it's gonna be very limited. The VIPs will get it, but we will have them for sale. My cousin Erin, if she's here, are you here, Erin? Erin, are you here? She will be selling them. So, but we're gonna probably have to pre-register people because they're gonna be limited. He wanted to do a tarot deck. I said, oh, there's 78 cards. He goes, oh my God. And I'm like, well, there's more than one a week. And he goes, no, I said, oracles do 48. Okay, that sounds good. That he can do. I know I'm in the deck. I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna be. Yeah, I know, I'm scared. So, but there's some things like that we're gonna be doing. Some fun things. We're gonna be doing a lot more art. We're gonna be doing some very goofy, I don't know what we're gonna do for the dinners yet, but they'll be goofy and funny. I do want to introduce something new next year, which is very weird. We're gonna try, it won't just be a tea room anymore. It will be a coffee and tea room with Egyptian coffee. And I'm buying special coffee makers that brew Egyptian coffee. It's actually Turkish coffee, we just had cardamom, but whatever. It's the same thing. I looked it up 80 ways and it's like, there has to be a difference. No, it's just cardamom. So that's how they like it. So we'll be doing that next year too. So they're little things. But yeah, so there we go. That's where we're headed. I just want to thank you. It's just, you know, still during COVID, we had 1,000 people. We're getting there probably by tomorrow. But to see you all sitting here and to realize some of you came from New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Florida, Washington State, Michigan, Middleton. I live down the road. Well, there you go. Those are always the people that go, I didn't know you existed. Oh, okay. But someone in New York does. That's good. My PR works. But it is good to see all of you. I have a lot of friends from Iowa, Ohio, Nebraska, Missouri, Minnesota, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. Parts unknown. So I do know there are over 26 states this year. We're still the largest and longest running steampunk convention in America. I could never, ever thank you all enough. I never expected it. This has been such a ride. And it's interesting to see where we go. I get little phone calls once in a while or messages. Mark Koch here has sent me little presents and encouragement through the mail, and other people have. I keep getting someone sending me Star Wars toys from Iowa, and they're my 6-inch figures. I'm like, how the hell do they know which ones I don't have? They're hard to find, but this one person is like, here's another surprise, I know who it is. And I keep going, oh my God, it's the one I don't have. Yes, I still collect this stuff, it's ridiculous, but yes, I love it. I call them my children. And I line all my children up and look at them and go, aren't they cute and little? But I'm encouraged by that. And yes, I have my down days, I do. But hearing a lot of you, the Dursts during dinner tonight, and other people, it's encouraging. Ted and Kate Zhao have been exceedingly wonderful to me this year. Where are you? Ted and Kate. Oh, there you are, okay. And helping me. And there's just a lot of people that give me support. As you know, I do most 98% of this stuff, except when we get here. I have Lizzie. Where are you, Lizzie? Where are you, honey? I can't see you, but I know you were in here. She helped with the files. And Gayla. Where is Gayla? I can't see worth a darn. There. Gayla has spent weekends with me. She stuffed all of the meal tickets for me, with me. She sat and made all the wax stamps of Anubis for the VIPs this year. She did a lot of stuff, so thank you. Kate Loomis, she helped out. Where are you, Katie? She's in the back, okay, that's right, I forgot. And there's just a lot of people. But I appreciate it very, very much. I want you to know this is we never thought it would do this. I always say that, but we never did. And now we're gonna go into year 13. It is not the last year. Remember something, please. If it doesn't come directly from this area right here, don't believe it. You have to hear me say it. This is not the last year. One of the ideas I'm thinking of, and I'm gonna say this really quick and get it over with. I've been wanting to do 20,000 leagues, but I don't really care to anymore. I get too much backlash from people, and I'm tired. I really am. I get tired of being called names, and tired of being accused of things I haven't even done yet because I haven't written a script. Egypt will not be about colonialization, people. It never has been and never will be, because I don't allow it in my world. This is science fiction. This is not reality. I need people to understand that. I will never allow that. No matter who you are, what you think, or what you want to be, you will always have a home at TeslaCon. There will be no prejudice. And you know. And I'll put it bluntly. The story next year is based on a 1969 cartoon of Scooby-Doo. Gee, Scoob, it's a mummy! Why, whoa, whoa, Aggie! Yeah. I don't think colonialization is going to last long in that story. But I want to let people know that I appreciate them and that it's important you know you all have a home here. This isn't just a convention, and I've said it before. It's a family. You come home every fall to this family. You come home every fall to this event and create an experience for yourselves. And that's what it's for. It's not just about shopping or going to a panel. What I love seeing most is people in the hall admiring each other's costumes, meeting. I have met more new people this year going, oh my God, and I just love this, and it's my first day. Oh my God, I gotta get tickets. And I'm like, okay, I'm bringing all my friends. Okay, I don't know you. But I do know a lot of you. I know a lot of you by your faces. I try to memorize faces off Facebook. I try to memorize your names. And you're important. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, so wait. Thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow at 11 in the room, we're going to have Clayton and Minerva. And then at 1 p.m., Tilly and her mother. So that's going to continue the story until Sunday, okay? We had to wait, unfortunately we had to wait till I knew what was going on, who could actually make it. You get the picture? So we're a little behind on that, but it will make sense. I do also need to say that Paul's Pills, Potions and Poisons will be on Saturday 10 to 11:15, so it gets pushed up a half hour so he can do his other panel, the Griffin, okay? So I want to make that clear. Please, and this is my plug once and I'll forget it. The reason it's important to pre-register, and I'll say this, because for the longest time we figured we only have 500 people this year. That's it. I didn't think we'd have too many more. I had to budget for 500 to 600 only. Then of course, everyone hit at the last minute. So I wanted to do more, but it helps us, okay? It really helps me so I can budget and do it. With that, I know Michael Gruen wanted to say something. Michael, where are you? Michael? Michael is one of the runners of the new convention in Ohio. My little brother, Kyle.
Thanks for sparing just a few minutes. So, Michael, International Steampunk Symposium in Cincinnati. I'm co-captain with Jennifer Noren. If you could stand up, please. Please. Thank you. and my lovely wife is sitting next to her. I just wanted to say, please tell them happy birthday this weekend. They are both celebrating very, very important happy birthdays. So make sure that you say it all together. Happy birthday.
Everyone say happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. See, I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. Are there any questions right now you have for me? What? The tease tickets are tomorrow afternoon. What? I got up at 6 a.m. this morning and I'll be going to 11. Go to bed. Have you ever seen one of those little toys when you open it up and there's a rubber band wound really tight in it? And it won't work and then you just barely touch it, it goes that's me when I go to bed, okay? So, I've been drinking water enough and I took my water pill. I am peeing constantly, don't worry. Also, my fly is not open, ladies and gentlemen. It is a button fly, so there you go. Hey, I gotta bring this stuff up because everyone says, oh my God, this thing's open. No, it's not. God, you're unbelievable. But seriously, the encouragement and love you give me in the hall, when someone grabs my arm and thanks me, when you just lean in and whisper, thank you for doing this, again, really hits me. And I'm just glad I can do it. I'm not giving up. I may have been sick, but I'm gonna keep going. TeslaCon is not done, by a long shot. I have to keep going, and we just received dates for Vector Art House's Wisconsin Paranormal Con. It looks like we might be doing it in June. It's going to be an all new type of, if it works with the dates and the people I want, it's going to be a different type of paranormal convention. It's not going to be like the ones all over the place. We're going to bring people in from television, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be more interactive. We also are looking at new dates, again, finally, for ExpectoCon 2. Remember, it's not just a Harry Potter con, it's a Wizards and Witches convention, because that makes it easier and I'm not a, I can't afford to pay J.K. Rowling anyways, give me a break. So, but we do have some new stuff. One of our guests next year, Brian Padroche, has agreed not only to make the costumes for Tony Smoot, who will be starring in next year's performance. Yes, very sexy Tony Smoot will be coming in. But he will also be making, for us, for ExpectoCon and next year's, Death from the Deathly Hallows. It's a very large 6-foot puppet. And he works with EVA foam. So we are going to be having some new stuff. We are going to have Muppets next year. I promise you Muppets will return. Oh, come on. My favorite, I'm going to tell you my very favorite thing that ever happened, then we'll get going. Year 3, I'm standing right there. The screen is right there. We could not get it to work. Fixer and I are looking at this damn computer and we're like, oh, this isn't working. But Will, Mr. Hawthorne, decides we got to have fun with the audience. So this is for those who missed it. He gets the operator to move the little dart around and goes, no, get down here now, get down here. And it comes down and he goes, zip, zip, oh, you naughty thing. For 10 minutes he did this for me. Which then Fixer goes, it's working. So we get to the part where we see the alien, it's a robot. And I'm trying to talk to it. And I know it's about to happen in 60 seconds. In 60 seconds, I'm either going to be very, very popular or really, really stupid. Because no one had ever had Muppets at a steampunk convention. It was all very serious up to that point with, fancy garb and everything. I thought, how are we going to do this? And Gordon Smooter from Minnesota created him and did the voice. And he takes his helmet and we added optical steam, and he takes it off, and the Muppet goes, and one woman in the back goes, "It's a Muppet!" And everyone erupts. And right there I said, I'm a genius. So we're bringing Muppets back. Hey! Plus my grandchildren like them. Easy Christmas gifts. So, I will leave you now. We're going to start the fashion show in just a minute. Echo wanted to sing a song tonight, and I said she could, and it gives those poor models a 62-minute cue to get ready, and then we'll do the fashion show. So if you can, please pre-register tomorrow. It really helps me a lot. And just so you know, I want you to know this. We don't touch that money that you give us now. That's just there so we know how many people are coming. If anything were to ever happen to me, you get your money back. That's why I do it this way with cash. Once paid with a credit card, after 6 months, it's done. That's why I do the cash. I want to make sure that I treat you fairly. I'm not like that. I will always do my best to make sure that my customer is happy. So it does help me a lot, but the VIP sales are what we use first. So that's the seed money we use for the next year. So I just want you to know where it goes. I'm being as transparent as I can. I'm even more transparent with my accountant. So last year was very cute. He goes, "Oh, look at this, wow. Alien red moss background. 68 bucks, huh? Shit, it's legit." That guy has put up with so much weird crap for me over the last 10 years. He's like, "What, Civil War costumes?" "Yeah, we use them." Okay. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Miss Echo and her performance, and directly after that we will begin the fashion show. Thank you so very, very, very much. I can't tell you how much this means to me.